Welcome back to From the South. As part of our special news coverage of Colombia's presidential elections, we now have a contact with our colleague Natalia Margarita. Hello, Natalia. How are you?
Hi there. How are you?
I'm fine. So, as part of this contact, can you describe for us how has been the electoral ambience this week prior to the polling day?
There have been different developments this last week ahead of the presidential election here in Colombia. And among those developments, there have been certain issues that have raised concerns among the presidential candidates, but also in general the voters here in Colombia. One of those issues has to do with the lack of a technical audit of the software for the vote counting. This was something that earlier this month was announced by the National Electoral Council, but at the end of the day, this week was announced that there will not be any international technical audit to the software. So that on the one side. On the other side, there was like some sort of restrictions imposed by the immigration authorities here in Colombia to some international observers that were attempting to enter the country. This happened to at least 6 international observers. So these were two issues this week that raised concern here in Colombia regarding the elections of tomorrow.
Okay, so we know this is a very polarized election, and also there have been reports of violence and threats against some candidates. That's to say, Francia Marquez and Gustavo Petro. So is there security guarantees in place for the polls?
There is something important that happened this week also, and it has to do with the international observation mission. This sort of gives some sort of guarantees here. There is going to be a lot of international observers. It is important to say that in this international observation mission, there is going to be 27 different international organizations that will be verifying and monitoring the elections of tomorrow, but also 8 electoral observation missions. Among those, the one of the European Union, also the one of the Organization of American States, and in general, there is going to be around 500 international observers here in Colombia. So in a way, this is like some sort of guarantee for the Colombian voters that are attempting to go to the polls tomorrow.
So thank you, Natalia, for these details and informations.